I've probably heard from hundreds of tattooers who told me that it feels like slow season started a year or more ago, and now around this time of year, it tends to be the normal slow season. So I just wanted to make an episode to show you exactly what to do that you can do today to book more tattoos. I'm going to cover something I normally cover in my paid workshop, in the Booked in 48 workshop, that has already been tested and proven to book more tattoos. You can literally do it during this episode, and you might even book tattoos by the end of the episode. We've had people book tattoos before the end of the workshop. So I'm going to cover that a little bit later. I actually, if you checked out the last episode, if you don't believe me, check out the last episode. I interviewed someone that did the Booked in 48 a couple months ago, and I believe he booked over $10,000 worth of tattoos using the exact thing that I'm going to cover in this. So I want to show you that you absolutely don't need to be the victim of the algorithm. You can take your business into your own hands and do something about it. You don't have to sit there and wait for tattoos to happen. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I feel like every single week, sometimes every single day, I see posts from tattooers. These are like 10, 15, 20-year tattoo artists that are leaving tattooing. And there's always something in there about, this has been a nice chapter of my life. I'm excited about the next chapter, but I don't think they saw this coming 3, 4, 5 months ago. And anyone who's watching this, you might think, no, it's going to pick back up. But normally businesses don't think that way. That's not how a normal business thinks. They see that, all right, if business is slowing down, and having seasonal business is normal for all businesses, but what a business does is they do something about it. And so I want to leave you with actions that you can take today during this that will book you more tattoos. Now, for anyone that's new here and you don't know me from a hole in the wall, you are probably thinking what a lot of tattooers think, like, who the hell is this guy? He's probably full of shit. What is he going to try to sell me? But I do work with tattooers, and you certainly don't need to work with me. But I had a conversation with someone earlier today that I started working with over a year ago. And I just want to share that conversation to show you I'm not full of shit. And what I'm going to show you today will book you tattoos. But for anyone that doesn't believe me, just quickly check this out. Lisa, let's hear a win. What's a win we want to celebrate?
Probably the biggest update I have that you've not heard is I'm 5 months booked out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When we first met, how long ago?
It was exactly last November. I signed up and started in December for the marketer.
How far were you booked out then?
3 to 5 weeks.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm hitting this like exponential increase where my clients are now starting to find out that I'm harder to book with. So they're booking more appointments out of month because they're getting large scale work. I'm not doing a lot of little things anymore, which is, I still love that, but it's wild.
Of everything you learned in the Artful Marketer, what would you attribute the success to?
I would say my ability to communicate who I am as a person directly to my audience has been a key factor in gaining that. I already had the skill set. I just wasn't showing it because I was lacking that confidence and feeling weird about just creating content.
Congratulations. Like, you put in the work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to get to where you are over the past year, and to go from 3 or 4 weeks to 5 months booked out in a time where, I see tattoo artists quitting tattooing every single week.
Yeah.
Do you see it in your feed?
I do.
And these are like very odd tattoo artists, like people that have been doing it a while. Like, hey, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. I keep thanking just like the universe that I'm feeling this abundance right now, because every day I'm faced with seeing that. So yeah, while tattooers are quitting tattooing left and right, Lisa is booked out for over 5 months. And it's because of the content she's making, the actions she's taking. She's not just waiting around and hoping that things pick back up. She's now in our Artful Dollar program. So we're going over saving and investing and really building wealth for the future. But she started in our Artful Marketer program.
So I'm going to get into the exact strategies today, but I first just have to be honest with you. Marketing is 10% strategy and it's 90% mindset. And I see tattooers getting in their own way. And I was there. I've sat around walk-in shops for an ungodly amount of hours. I remember those days. I stopped working in walk-in shops around, I think it was 2016 is when I opened up my own studio. But I would sit around all winter and just put my feet up on the chair. We'd put some movie or something on the computer, and that was the mindset. Was like, hey, we're just gonna wait around and see what shows up. Instagram was still pretty new at the time, and I certainly didn't know how to use it. And there just wasn't a lot of, I don't know, motivation. I guess I was fine getting by. I was pretty young. I was in my mid-20s. But it was when I opened up my private studio that I was like, all right, now I have to rely on me, myself, and I. I can't rely on walk-ins. I did eventually get a Google business page, which I highly recommend. If you don't have that, just get a Google business page. You can get some reviews. Ideally, you have an SEO optimized website. There are people that are searching for tattoos today in your area, and they're booking a tattoo with a tattoo artist in your area, and it's not you because you don't have a website. It's not SEO optimized. It can't be found easily on Google. That's what search engine optimization is how do we get you found on Google, having Google reviews. So that's not the quickest way to get clients. I want to give you something that's a lot quicker than that. But that's just an example of what is the cause of slow season. And so we have to look at, well, what's the root cause of it if we want to actually if we want to put a death to slow season once and for all? Because I'll be honest, you will book more tattoos at the end of this, I promise, but it's not going to completely end slow season overall, once and for all. That is a mindset because slow season started in the mind. It is a concept that tattooers just accept. They just accept the fact that for a quarter of the year, 4 months of the year, it's going to be slower. And now if you're somewhere like Florida, that might be the summer season is slower for you. So maybe this isn't your slow, maybe this is your busier, but regardless, tattooing and most businesses experience a seasonal highs and lows. And the difference between the businesses that are busy, like Lisa, during what is normally the slowest season for most tattooers, they refuse to sit around, but the actions they have to take to book more tattoos will probably require that they step outside their comfort zone. And this is where I've worked with so many tattooers where I'll show them exactly what to do and the exact content they want to make to book more tattoos. And they're like, oh, it feels desperate. It feels like gimmicky. And I'm like, there's nothing gimmicky about introducing yourself. So the first action you can take today that will get you more followers and very likely book you more tattoos is just make a reel introducing yourself to your followers and end the reel with these exact words here, okay? If you like my work, give my page a follow. If you're interested in getting a tattoo, feel free to shoot me a DM. I'm happy to chat. That's it. Just end the reel with that. Just introduce yourself, talk about the work that you like to do, show examples of the tattoos, talk into the camera the way you would talk to someone as if they first came into the shop and they just wanted to get to know you. Don't try to be pushy or salesy or, impress them. Just be a real person and talk about the things you'd want them to know. Talk about the things that inspire you about the work that you do, because marketing is it's communication. All marketing is communication. If you want to be like, how do I market myself? It's communication. And then it comes out in the form of content or emails or websites, but something's being communicated. And in that communication, there is a transfer of emotion. That's what gets people to buy a tattoo, because buying a tattoo is not like buying groceries, right? I'm not emotionally attached to the cucumber that I bought yesterday. I am emotionally attached to the thing that I really want that I don't really need, but you know what? I'm going to spend money on it anyway. That's an emotional decision. And so when you talk about the things that inspired you, that you really tap into that authentic expression. And at the end of the day, all I teach in my marketing programs is I teach people how to be wildly, fully, authentically self-expressed. whether that's in their content or their emails or their websites or whatever medium we're using. And the thing that stops them, the mindset block, is that when we are expressed, we're taking a risk. The risk is someone might not like it. Someone might judge us. Someone might unfollow us. Someone might say something, leave a comment. And so you tell me, what feels like a greater risk to you? Putting yourself out there to potentially attract clients, or not doing anything at all and waiting to see if things pick up? Which one is scarier? Which one is a bigger risk? And until taking an action outside of your comfort zone occurs as a smaller risk to you than waiting around and doing nothing, as long as that waiting around and doing nothing feels safer than actually putting yourself out there, what are you going to do? You're going to keep coming up with reasons and excuses and putting off the very thing. And that's why I say this is mindset. I've seen it thousands of times before with all the tattooers I talk to on Instagram or that I end up working with, is they have fear around getting. One guy, I showed him everything, and we have templates and everything to really help you get the most out of this intro reel. He did it, and then he posted it, and he's like, wow, now I know what it feels like to give birth to a cactus. Isn't that interesting? That all he's doing is talking to the camera, talking to his potential clients in a way that he wants to represent himself. He's not like misrepresenting himself, or he's not being fake. He's not being gimmicky. He's not doing any skits. He's just speaking about himself and his business. And it feels like giving birth to a cactus. And you tell me that mindset is nothing. And meanwhile, that's what people are experiencing. That's why I say that this is 90% mindset, because it seems so simple. It's like working out, right? You want to lose weight? Well, you pick up something heavy and then you put it down, and then you just do that again over and over again, and you don't put fucking donuts in your mouth. That's it. That's how you lose weight. It seems so simple, and yet people don't do it. People struggle with it. I'm in a fitness program right now. I've been in it for almost 4 months. It took me 3 months to move past my own mental blocks around time and effort and priorities. Unless attracting clients is a priority, and ask yourself right now, when's the last time I spent 2 hours straight just working on attracting clients, right? We don't have as many clients as we want. And so the thing we would need to do in order to get more clients is to spend time attracting them. When's the last time you spent 2 hours straight just making content, writing emails, setting up a website? And then, is that something you do on a consistent basis? Because most businesses spend, I'm going to share some numbers here that might terrify some of you. Most businesses spend 2 to 4 hours, 5 days a week working on marketing. And now, I don't think you need to spend 2, 3, 4 hours every single day working on attracting clients. I don't think you would enjoy your life if you were doing that. But the other part is, once you start making content, and I've seen this time and time again, it's like drawing. When I sit down to draw, I'm not actually enjoying drawing right away. It takes me like 15 to 20 minutes. And then even then, sometimes I don't really enjoy it. And I found, because I don't tattoo full time anymore, I don't tattoo professionally anymore. I've done a couple tattoos over the past 2-3 years. I tattooed full time for 13 years. And now that I don't draw all the time, when I do sit down to draw, sometimes I'll get right into the flow, but sometimes I don't hit that space. I'm not enjoying it. And I'm like, okay, maybe next time. But when I was drawing all the time, it wasn't very hard for me to come up with ideas for drawings. It wasn't very hard for me to have fun doing it, because I was doing it all the time. It was just my routine. The same thing happens with your marketing. You actually start to enjoy it the better you get at it and the more that you do it. And I've worked with like 20-year tattoo veterans, old timers, trad daddies that thought never in a million fucking years will I ever enjoy recording myself on camera. I would rather fucking get my dick caught in a zipper than record myself on camera. A few months after practicing, they're like, not gonna lie, it's actually kind of fun. It's like, I'm actually having a good time with it, because it feels good to be fully self-expressed. It feels good to not be holding back who you really are and it feels really good to share it with the world. Now, are you going to get hate? Are you going to get people judging you? Yeah, my clients do. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you work with me, there are probably going to be some people in your life that judge you for it, and I've encountered it. But again, it's like, what's more important to you? Reaching your goals, buying a house one day, retiring one day, or avoiding being judged by people that don't pay your bills? Just sit with that. Sit with that for a fucking solid. Go for a walk around the block and just meditate on that for a fucking second. What's more important to you? Building the business, achieving the level of financial freedom and stability that allows you to breathe, allows you to support your family, being able to retire one day. Maybe you want a tattoo, from womb to tomb, but maybe you don't want to. Maybe when you're 80, 90 years old, and there's a good chance that some of you listening to this are going to be 90 years old. Do you think you're going to want a tattoo 5 days a week to pay the bills? No, you're probably going to want a retirement account that you can tap into. Is that more or less important than avoiding being judged by assholes on the internet that don't pay your bills? I have plenty of assholes that judge me on the internet. None of them pay my fucking bills. In a way they do, because people are making content about me, about marketing, and it's a scam, it's this and that. But people say that shit all they're really doing is promoting me, right? Like, they were never going to work with me. And I don't give a fuck what they have to say, because I'm helping people. I'm delivering the service that I want to do. I'm making the impact, and ultimately I'm moving closer to my goals. And so for you listening to this, right, and I'm going to tell you something to do in like 2 minutes, that if you do it, you will book more tattoos. But the thing that stops people from doing what I'm about, the thing that stops people from the making the content I just told you to make, is that they care more about other people's opinions about them than they do about their goals. And I'm sorry, but that fucking depresses the hell out of me. That there are people walking around that give more fucks to assholes' opinions of them, that don't actually care about you. They don't actually want you to win. They're not rooting for you. They're not giving you like constructive criticism, like, hey, you did okay, but this kind of sucks and you could do. No, they're just like, you look stupid. You're acting like an asshole. I don't fucking care, and you shouldn't either. And that's the cause of slow season. If there was one root cause of it, it's that too many tattooers care way too much about what other tattooers think about them, and rather than doing the work that is required to kill slow season once and for all, you just sit there and avoid being judged by people. That's it. That's the fucking reality. And so what you can do right now, I want you to get out your phone. I want you to open up Instagram, and I want you to go to your followers list, all right? When's the last time you had a conversation with someone that started following you? In fact, you can automate this now. There's a program called ManyChat that if you've DM'd me any keyword, you've probably seen my automated response. And then I'm there chatting with you after that. You can automate messages to new followers now. For the first time in history, this is like only as of a week ago that Instagram actually allowed this feature to happen on their platform. You can send a welcome message to every single follower that follows your page automatically to start the conversation. And sometimes it'll lead to a tattoo, and sometimes it won't. But this is what I want you to say. This is a real easy one, because this isn't like, hey, thanks for following me. Do you want to get tattooed? Do you like tattoos? Huh? You like roses? No, don't fucking say that. Don't be weird. This is what you're going to say. You can just copy this word for word, okay? Hey, name. Say their actual name. Like, if they have their name on their profile, like, type it out. It goes a long way to take the effort to like not just make a blanket copy pasting. At least say their fucking name. Hey, name. I appreciate the follow. I'm always curious how people find my page. Did you find me through a friend or just stumble across my work online? That's it. I'm going to say it one more time. Hey, name. I appreciate the follow. So, hey, Jeffrey. I appreciate the follow. I'm always curious. How do people find my page? Did you find me through a friend or just stumble across my work online? That's it, right? If someone walked into your shop, you would probably be like, oh, how'd you find the shop? That's not a weird thing to say to someone that just walked into your shop. And your Instagram profile is your shop. Now, in 2025 and 2026 and going forward, at least for the next couple years until, I don't know, AI fucking kills us all, your Instagram profile is your storefront, and the people that visit your page are people walking by the street, okay? And people that follow your page are people that walk into your tattoo shop. So you have permission to talk to people that walk into your tattoo shop, right? And it's not even weird. And now here's the deal. People are like, yeah, but Ryan, that feels weird. That feels pushy. Like, are they just gonna, what if they, I don't know. I'm just feels weird. So first of all, when you do this, and I recommend you do this right now, put a pause on this if you want and just fucking send out 5 DMs. When you do it, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And this is what I see all the time is people realize, wow, people respond, first of all. Second of all, they're usually like, oh, thanks for shooting me a message. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that's nice. That's kind. You've started a conversation. You've bridged the gap. And remember, marketing is communication. So the more communication, the deeper the communication that we can create, the more quickly we create that communication, the more likely all we've done is we've increased the odds that this person is going to talk to you versus reaching out to a total stranger. Maybe they do the same style, same skill level of tattoos as you do, and they might follow both of you, but you've started the conversation. And so you've increased the odds that they're going to book a tattoo. The last workshop we did, within 30 minutes of me saying these words, we had someone booking a tattoo on the workshop. And by the end of it, we had multiple tattoo artists. That's all they did. Now, some people are like, well, what do I say next? So now we've moved from marketing into sales. And honestly, there's a bit more of a deeper conversation. I have a full hour in my whole Artful Marketer program, a whole recorded lesson just dedicated to that. And so for anyone that's interested in getting a little bit more help without, you don't have to jump into the full thing. I want to make it real easy for you. I'm going to be hosting the Booked in 48 workshop again in early December. If you're interested and you want to get more scripts and details and get templates to use to make your intro reel and also make selling content that gets people to DM you about booking tattoos, you can check out the link in the caption. Now, you don't have to. You could just listen to this episode, do the thing I just said, and go on your merry way. But if that's all you need, great. For anyone else that wants to get more support, just check out the link below. It's $48. I fart $48 by the end of the fucking day. Like, you just don't order Grubhub this week one time and save yourself the $48 and invest in your business. You will book more tattoos. We guarantee that everyone that comes will book more tattoos. And if you don't book any tattoos, or if you come and you do all the assignments that I give you and you think that it's bullshit or it doesn't work for any reason, I will give you twice your money back. I want you to make money, whether it works or not. So check out the link, get all the details. I'm not done here, by the way. I'm going to keep going and sharing a few more things that I want you to use to put an end to slow season. But for anyone that's interested in that, just check out the link below. Now, if you're still listening to this and you haven't yet paused the episode and sent out a couple DMs, or just sent out a couple DMs while you're listening, why not? Why? Like, literally ask yourself, why haven't I done it? If you need to book more tattoos right now. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're fully booked, and in that case, maybe don't do it. But if you don't have appointments on your calendar next week, why haven't you done it yet? And this is where people tell me, oh, it feels weird. It feels like I'm going to be bothering people. So great, let's take apart that. So I'm worried that I'm going to bother someone. All right, how much are you going to bother them? Let's say you shoot out a DM. And again, you're just asking them how they found your page. Was it a friend? The reason, by the way, and I get more into like the psychology of sales in the Booked in 48 workshop, but the reason we're asking it this way is because this is called an A-B question. And so in DM sales, which is very different from if someone walks into the shop, in DM sales, you always want to ask an A-B question because, well, first of all, you always want to ask a question. And then the reason you want to make it was it through a friend or did you stumble across our work online? A-B question is you've made it really easy for them to answer the question. They don't have to think too much. And when you're on social media, you're battling for fractions of a second of attention. And so, if it's like, oh yeah, it was a friend. Oh, yeah, I just found you on the explore page. Oh, I saw a paid advertisement or whatever it was. You just made it really easy. They don't have to think too much about it. And I know it seems like how much thinking work. You'd be surprised at how much of a higher response rate you get in the DMs when you ask A/B questions. And so I have a bunch of different A/B questions that I cover in the full program, but you can make up your own. I don't care. But why haven't you sent it out yet? You're worried about bothering people. How much are you bothering them? On a scale of 1 to 10, all right? 1 being you lightly brushed up against them while online at the bank, okay? That's that level of bothering them. And then 10 being getting kicked in the dick. On a scale of 1, how much? Maybe a 1.5, maybe a 2, right? But we're not really bothering people that much. And we know that it books more tattoos. If you click on the link, you will see dozens of tattoo artists that are, oh shit, the DM strategy already booked me this many appointments. And they just followed you, so they're interested. Hopefully they're local. Some of them won't be. Some of them won't book tattoos, but we know it works. If we do it enough, we know it works. So you're basically saying, I know I could do this thing that would potentially book me more tattoos, but I'm afraid of bothering someone at a scale of a 1.5 or maybe a 2. And so I would rather avoid ever so slightly inconveniencing someone than paying my bills and accomplishing my goals and feeling financial security. If you haven't sent the DM out yet, by now, that's what you're subconsciously saying. That's the agreement. So which is it? Do you want to pay your bills, save money for the future, get out of debt, or save for retirement? Do you want to do more tattoos next week? Or do you want to avoid ever so slightly inconveniencing a random stranger on the internet? Which one's more important to you? And so if you want to book tattoos, do it right now. Don't wait. Don't wait till the end of this episode. There's no waiting. You don't have time. Like, there are tattooers quitting every single week. And you know what? There's also tattooers that have taken the Booked in 48 and are already skilled in how to sell in the DMs and making content, and they're booking tattoos that you could be doing right now. So I don't know what you're waiting for. The only thing I could do besides telling you exactly what to do is I could fly out there and I could kick you in the ass, and hopefully that'll get you to take action. But beyond this point, my heart goes out to tattooers that are leaving. I hate it. I see tattooers quitting and it breaks my heart. It literally keeps me up at night. I'm like, oh my God. I'll look at their page and 1, I'll see their tattoos are fucking awesome. And then 2, I'll be like, you didn't even try to use social media. Like, there's no you here. There's no content. I just see a Cherry Creek flash rack of cool tattoo designs. Sure, they're actual tattoos, not flash, but you get the idea. I don't see a person. And so if you walked into a tattoo shop, or if someone walks into your shop and you're sitting in the back and you're like, portfolio's over there, and you don't say anything, you don't get up, you don't greet them, you don't welcome them, what is the likelihood of them booking a tattoo? Versus you actually getting up out of your seat and saying, hey, thanks for coming in. How'd you find my shop? Way higher likelihood that they're going to book a tattoo with you. And so at this point, if you haven't done it, you must hate making money. That's the only logical thing that I could possibly think of as to why you didn't do what I just told you to do. Because you must hate making money. So that's the only thing I can think of. Now, once we're posting more content, like Lisa, and she's now booked out for months on end because people actually get to see her, right? If they're looking at 2 tattooers in her area, and one tattooer, they have no idea who they are, what they look like, what they sound like, what their personality is like. And they look at her and they're like, oh, she's fucking chill. I vibe with that. Oh, yeah, cool. Who are they more likely to go to, right? So once we're making more content, we're going to build more trust with people because we've communicated something. That's what, 1, gets them to follow you, because your content's going to get seen way more when you're actually talking in it. You ever scroll through Instagram and you notice on your feed that like 99% of the content is either a person talking in some way, shape, or form, or it's pictures with words on it, like it's communicating something? Have you ever noticed like most content that comes up is one of those 2 things? Now look at your Instagram page. Tell me, is one of these things not like the other? The content that gets seen in the feed and the content that you're making, maybe we should do something about that. Once you're doing that, you're going to get more local followers. You're going to build more trust. You are sending hi to a DM to everyone. And now we want to actually get people to DM you. And so the way you get people to DM you is you make a clear CTA, a call to action. This is a term in marketing that is a direct instruction on how to take advantage of an offer that you're making. And I don't know what the fuck that was. This is powerful stuff, okay? You need to make multiple offers. And again, people are so afraid of bothering people. Like once or twice a week, you'll be like, I got availability, next week. So, hit me up, shoot me a DM, send me an email. Or worse off, you know what? I still see tattooers. When tattooers tell me they're not booking out and then in their profile it says no DMs, I want to fucking flip a table. Like that shit drives me so fucking crazy. Why are you making it so hard for people to work with you? They have to get off the platform. They have to open up email. They have to write some whole thing. Rather than doing that, why don't you make a clean, clear call to action? DM me Flash, and I'll show you my Flash. I'll show you the Flash sheets. And now, if you do it once, you might get some DMs. You might not. But if you do it twice, if you do it 3 times, if you do it every week, you do it 2, 3, 4 times a week, you do it in your stories, you do it on your carousels, you do it at the end of reels, you make multiple offers over and over again. I promise you, you're not going to be bothering anyone because the chances are that most people didn't see it 3, 4, 5 times in that week. They might have only caught it once. And on average, for people to buy something, they usually need multiple offers, right? Haven't you ever seen an ad for something? You've probably seen my ads, and then you're like, yeah, fuck that shit. Or, maybe I should listen to that guy, and then you keep scrolling. And then on like the 4th or 5th or 6th time, you see it, and then you click on the button. I have tattooers that, 1, I DM'd 3 years ago that are now, we're working together. 2, they saw my content. They started following me 2 years ago, and now they're DMing me because I keep coming up in their feed. They keep seeing the offers. And so you're afraid to make 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 offers a week when that might be exactly what you need to do to get more clients in. If you're not creating an opening, basically an offer is an opportunity for someone to raise their hand and say, hey, I'm interested. Yeah, me. Now, they still might not get a tattoo, right? They haven't yet paid a deposit. But we want more people raising their hand, and to get more people to raise their hand, we need to create opportunities, clear calls to action. Hey, DM me this. Hey, I'm looking to do this type of project. DM me this. Really keyword, simple, easy, one word, boom, and then start the conversation, and then it leads to a tattoo. You can do this in all of your content. You can do this in the DMs. You can do it in your email marketing. I mean, making offers is a big part of marketing. And I don't see tattooers doing this nearly at all. And I've reviewed over 1,000 tattoo artists' Instagram pages at this point. So I don't know that I'm an expert on the matter, but I don't know anyone that is more of an expert on tattoo marketing than myself, being that I've worked with this many people and I've observed and reviewed so many pieces of content for tattooers over the past couple years now. So take it from me. I'm literally giving you free game. I don't fucking care if you ever work with me. I really fucking don't. I just want you to live a happy, fulfilling life. I want you to be fully self-expressed. I want you to make enough money to cover your bills and feel financially secure. And if this does that, if this helps one person, I've done my job. For anyone else out there that feels they could use me in their corner, fighting for you to win and showing you exactly what to do, hit the link in the bio. Check it out. I hope to see you there. Feel free to shoot me a DM or leave a comment if you have any questions. And at the very least, subscribe to the channel where I spit free game every single fucking week. I'm looking to ramp up my content game over the next couple months, and I'm aiming for 2 a week. That's my goal. I know it's 2 YouTube videos a week, but I want to keep putting this stuff out there because it helps people, and I get DMs and messages all the time from people that I never worked with that tell me like, man, I'm booking more tattoos, I'm saving more money. And it's because of the free content that you get out there. So I'm going to keep doing it. All right. Until next time, be well, and I'll see you back on the Artful Dollar. All right, if you found this episode helpful, one of the best ways for you to help other artists is to share this episode. Leave a review and subscribe. It helps other people find my channel, and you never know what a difference it might make for someone else. Plus, I will forever be grateful for your support, so I just want to say thank you and have a great rest of your day.